Hey everyone, today I will show you how I started with the age of 17 or 18 to create my first games and how I managed to turn this hobby into a serious business or agency with 2 full-time developers now, which I have and who helped me to realize our customers' dreams of their first own video game. I already made trailers where you saw parts of this journey, but today I will show you the full process and everything I have learned on the way, so you can also learn from it and don't need to make the same mistakes that I have made on the way, which will also help you to build your own game or also turn your hobby into a full-time business. Everything basically started around 6 years ago, where I still went to school. I already played a lot of games myself, but the crazy thing was that I found in every game I've played annoying things like bugs and all that stuff. And then I thought, man, it can't be so hard to make your own game. So I decided to learn creating games by myself. And the first engine or the first thing I saw online was Unity. And I tried to learn Unity by watching a lot of videos and learning all that stuff. But it was very hard to learn. And a bit later, I saw that there is Unreal Engine, and then I quickly switched and never touched Unity again, basically, since Unreal Engine is way easier to learn, basically, since it also have this blueprint system where you don't really need to code by yourself. You have nodes you can connect and then things will happen in the game. It's very intuitive. And I started learning Unreal Engine by myself using tutorial videos. And they are great, but I noticed that all of them stop at a certain point and then you don't know how to continue. At least for me, it worked to learn everything over those videos, but it took me so much time, which is, not needed. Like when I would restart again, I would directly search a great mentor, basically, who can show you everything step by step in a way so you can also use this knowledge to make other different gameplay mechanics with it, because tutorial videos show you how to make this gameplay system, but then you want to make something similar and then you don't know how to implement the knowledge you learned in the other video before, That's the big problem I see with many tutorial videos out there, and that's something a mentor can really help you to improve that skill, basically, of implementing the knowledge you already have and using it for other use cases and mechanics, basically. Another big mistake I've made back then, basically, was that I also wanted to learn everything by myself, from level design to development, but also character and 3D modeling and creating animations and all that crazy stuff, basically. But I quickly noticed that it's impossible to learn everything by myself. So I decided to get help from freelancers. Back then it was like on Fiverr and also other sites, and I saved some money and people started helping me to build my game, basically. I worked together with so many different people, but the problem was that it always was very hard to find reliable freelancers and developers, because most don't look for long-term projects. They help you with smaller stuff, and when things get complicated, they jump to the next project, or also when they get paid better with the other client or whatever. And this made it very hard to plan projects and also messed up the code over the time, since every developer who worked on the project had their own way to do things. Some are better and some of those developers don't even comment or optimize their code, because they know that they will only help you with smaller tasks and will disappear after the work is done, basically. So I also, of course, got scammed over this time, like 1 or 2 times, from developers who didn't really start any work. But luckily I've built up a network now of reliable freelancers and artists around me who I already worked with, and where I know that also the quality of work is good, basically. And those helped me to make my own games, but also helped me now when I have bigger customer projects from time to time, or also with tasks I don't need every day, basically, like creating 3D models here and there and stuff like that, basically. In my opinion, what people really need when they want to build their first game, in my opinion, is a reliable partner who can help them from planning to the development, but maybe also later with the marketing of your game, basically. Otherwise, you make the same mistake like me back then and mess up your project and code when you work together with many different individual freelancers who all have their own style of coding. But back to the story. After some time, I noticed noticed that I burned so much money, but also time in the process and didn't have a finished product which other people can really play and have fun with. So I needed to restart the development from scratch and thought about processes which will save me time and money in the development process. And during that time I saw the Unreal Engine 4 marketplace and thought, wow, that's so cool, so many asset packs you can use. They are relatively cheap and all that stuff. And I quickly bought many asset packs and tried to mix them all together somehow. And also noticed then I also noticed that you need to be really careful there, because not every of those packs is well optimized and work for things you want to do, basically. And also here the packs are made from different people who all have their own style of coding. So I again messed up the project a bit since I just randomly mixed everything together. But over the time we also built up frameworks like already finished games which only need to get customized to your needs. The only thing left to do basically is swapping out the 3D models of weapons or avatars or characters and build a custom level and think about the story the game should tell. And trust me, that approach can really be that simple. But I also learned that over a long time, and it was really hard for us to build stuff like that up. But luckily I got support from 2 reliable full-time developers now, which I hired, who helped me to realize our customers' dreams of their first own game. And if you now want to learn more how you can create your own game using those mentioned frameworks, or also like a custom developed game, and you want to approach that directly in the right way and want to avoid those and many other mistakes I've made in the past, then we should definitely get in touch. Now we talked a lot about Unreal Engine and game development, and luckily I learned from those mistakes I have made and can help my customers now with it so that they don't need to make the same mistakes which I've made. Currently, I'm offering a first free 15-minute call where we can together analyze your situation or game idea to check how we maybe can help you realize your dream of your own game. Because over the time, I built up a team, so I'm able now to help you with the full process of game development. So we help from the planning to the development and also later with the marketing if that's needed, so that your game launch will be directly successful. And this is a full service basically, which I never saw before anywhere. And I'm already well connected in the industry and know all the possibilities. You can find the link for the application in the description to apply now for a first free call to kickstart your game development, where we will together work out with you a step-by-step plan to reach your goal quicker. So what are you waiting for? Book your free strategy session now so you can benefit from the possibilities you have as an early adopter. Really, you don't have nothing to lose but much to win. And now I'm looking forward to talk with you about your game idea, and that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.